camera rolling, speed is the sound. So we out here in the Diamond Square. I go by the name Stevie G DJ, aka your friendly neighborhood DJ, aka Mr. Nice Guy, aka out here the desk because that's what I say, that's what man. And I'm out here with, hey bro, you know what? I want you to introduce yourself. I know you're the freelance Honey Badgerr, but I want you to introduce yourself, what you do. You want to talk about you being a lawyer? That's up to you, bro.
Oh yeah, I mean here I'm in my capacity as freelance Honey Badgerr.
Yeah.
I'm an avant-garde African digital collage artist. You know what I'm saying?
Guy, you are speaking to Africans. Please explain what you just said.
Okay, avant-garde, right? That's beyond post progression, you know? I don't know how to put it, but it's like extremely experimental. It's extremely outside of the
like a
box
mic.
almost.
This guy,
the mic, right?
The mic is which side? This side.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, so yeah, man, and digital collage art, you know what I'm saying? I make my art on the laptop. And it's collage art because I use different pictures, you know. It actually started off with people literally cutting magazines up and then pasting them, right?
Yeah.
So I do the same thing, really, you know. Yeah. With a computer.
Alright. First time we met was at the Perfect Noise, and then soon after you were like hosting the main guy behind the exhibition that was held at the Perfect Noise. Am I wrong or am I right in saying that right now, assuming that?
Well, I wouldn't say the main guy.
Okay,
there's a team, essentially, right?
So you guys are part of a team.
Yeah,
okay, so
the team is called Art House. Art House BW. Man, we had a very beautiful run last year. We had a bunch of exhibitions, you know, in UB and also at Zest, you know what I'm saying? We had a really cool partnership with the Perfect Noise also, who, you know, when people are coming through for the music, they somehow let's flood into the exhibition side also, you know.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
music, art,
you know, it comes, and I think also just the crowd in Zest and the people that appreciate the Perfect Noise, they would appreciate like the artistry, you know what I'm saying? So I think the first people that actually brought us into that was like Pims and them. Pims, Kizito, they got the idea. And then we had 1 or 2 exhibitions with them. Then we just started off going by ourselves, trying to get them out. So
when he had his display.
Yes, that was a very beautiful time. I actually had one of my most favorite pieces was like on the fireplace thing, right? And I think in that room that was like the main place. Like, you know, that's the crowning achievement, you know, that's where the best pieces almost. That day was very beautiful. Literally, I was like on top of the world, right? Funny story even, like I didn't eat all day. Didn't eat all day. I was celebrating far too much with the wine. then the crash happened. You know what I'm saying?
Is the crash like a super nice crash or one of those? Fuck.
It's a beautiful. No.
I wish I didn't do this.
No, I could not. I was celebrating, and I really appreciated the way I celebrated. You know, it was a beautiful time.
But how did you get into art? Let me ask you that.
Okay.
I mean, you're a lawyer also, right?
Yeah,
so
that's
like in 2 different spaces. One is super like intellectual, and then the other is like super creative. So that's like 2 different sides of your brain.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
So how did you get into like the art space?
Well, I think I've always been trying to exercise myself creatively, you know, ever since high school. You know, it's been me trying to play around with music also, you know. Me and my friends, but I think that was me and being able to hang out with them almost, you know, like we have a stew session, all of the friends are there, you know, you're gonna rap, you're gonna record this and that. So I was the one who made my own cover arts. So I made the cover art and I just got kind of good on it, you know, like on my phone, you know. And then COVID happened, right? So I was stuck in my room and whatnot, and I decided to like get Photoshop. And then the first piece I made was fire already.
Okay,
you know,
so you only started doing this art thing in 2020?
I wouldn't say. I think I'd say even before then I was really prolific on the phone itself, right? So I was already like pushing the boundaries that I could push, you know, like on the phone.
What were you using on the phone?
There's just an app called PicArt. PicArt. So yeah, I was just doing that a lot. And then I just felt like, okay, I think I've kind of reached how far I could push PicArt almost. So then I pivoted into Photoshop and it became a whole other thing, you know. It was still, I think, when I was still trying to make cover arts that looked really unique almost.
Because, your art is always like, it really throws me off every time I see it on
Yeah.
list. I'm like, fuck, that's so out there. It's not like the usual art you'd see. So when you say you really wanted to push the boundaries, I'm like, fuck, yeah, I get what you
For
mean.
sure,
'Cause
for
you
sure.
do that with your art. It's always like, fuck, every time I see it.
Like, I remember, like, the way that my friends even described it at the beginning was like, oh, you just edit pictures almost, you know? And then I kind of didn't see it as that far also, you know, as like me being an artist in this artistry. But then it became a point where it's like, okay, I could really make this as its own piece alone. You know, this is an artistic piece that speaks for itself. You know, I'm making art now, you know. And then it kind of like, the gate shifted almost. I'm just like, okay, I'm going to concentrate on making art really. And here we are. You know.
Very random, crazy question. Eh?
Yeah.
You have two options, to be a lawyer or to be freelance honey badger. Which one are you picking? Pick one.
Freelance. Because that's the dream, right? That's a passion, you know, that's a passion. Just really passionate about it. Imagine like living off of art, you know, like being able to sell it.
Every day, bro.
Yeah, you're crazy with it. You guys are crazy with it. You guys are really established in the space.
More crazy questions. If one was to give you the opportunity to quit your job now to focus on the art, would you take it?
No.
Why not?
I wouldn't. Because, I mean, this is like, now you're asking me about the separate world now, right? I think my dream, and it's a goal now that we could do, is to be able to merge those two worlds now. And it's really possible, right? Law is general.
It is.
You can't just say that, oh yeah, lawyer, you're doing nothing else, you know?
Yeah.
You can, there's law that is related to art.
True,
you know what I'm saying?
also like music law.
Exactly.
As well.
Literally, my paper
Copyright
was
law.
on copyright law and music. Literally. So I'm already seeing those two worlds being able to merge. You know, it's intellectual property law, right? So that's what I'm really passionate about in that legal field. Because I actually am also passionate about law, right? It's like, it's not just a 9-to-5 that I forced myself to do. It's just like I know like this is kind of cool. But at the same time, if I could like live off art, be in my cool mansion with like stuff on the floor, paint everywhere, that's still really beautiful also. So I can't say I'd quit because, you know, I think I'd be able to merge those two worlds.
Okay. As an art enthusiast in arts, I know we've had this conversation before where we were discussing how since you guys started doing exhibitions, there's been a lot of exhibitions coming up. So where do you think the art space is at now? Where do you want it to be in the next 3 years, in the next 5 years, and hopefully in the next 10 years?
Okay. I think right now, as you said, there's a lot more exhibitions going on. So I think there's that activity that is growing. And it's like almost growing at a grassroots level, you know? Because Botswana has always had artists, right? But now I think people are trying to show the art now, you know? They're really showing it out in the space, be it social media or even actual exhibitions, right? So I think there's that appreciation that's growing as well, right? And I really want that to grow, you know, like in the next 3 years, next 5 years, there has to be that appreciation on the grassroots level. But at the same time, we also need to kick out into like the offices now, right? We need to have older folks who know like these youths that are really doing the needful, you know, and they're buying pieces now. Because the supply is there. The demand is kind of there also, but people aren't forking out the dough. We need people to like pay artists, you know, that's really it. So I think that's my dream for like the 5 years and 3 years, you know. We need people to make a living off of it now, you know.
Do you have any like favorite artists in the country?
There's a few. I have to shout out Wilson Ngoni. I have to shout out Rodney.
Shout out Rodney.
I have to shout out Martin Sifako is actually right there.
I don't know who that is.
He's a pencil artist. He's really, really good also. I'm also one of my favorite artists, you know what I'm saying? Who else? Telai X, for sure. There's so many names that I could, like, you know, it's not really fair. I wonder who else. I'll keep on thinking about them
and
as you go along.
Internationally, do you have, like, favorite artists?
Internationally. Well, my main inspiration is someone called Ralph Bakshi, right?
Okay.
And he's an animator, and he's like, he also paints, but he's famous for animation, you know, and it's also like that collage element of it. You guys should really Google Ralph Bakshi, you know what I'm saying? Because you'd have...
Ralph who?
Bakshi. Ralph Bakshi, right?
Spell that for them.
BAKSHI. Ralph Bakshi. Just go in. You can on YouTube. You can search Coonskin. You can search Fritz the Cat. You can watch the whole movies. You know what I'm saying? So what he does is he'd have like actual footage, and on top of that you have the animated characters now. You know. So I grew up like in high school. That really inspired me. You know. I think subconsciously, I think that's my inspiration, and that really got me far. But besides that, for sure, we have Badgerr, R.I.P. We have Francis Bacon. I don't know if I'm saying his name properly. Yeah, a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of people.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, bro. We're speaking about Badgerr, right?
Yeah.
Badgerr could be categorized as a tormented artist, which is like how most of the dopest artists are categorized. What do you think about the whole tormented artist kind of thing? Does it define how dope you become in art, or
Before you answer that, when you say tormented, you mean like in the mind and in the spirit?
It's a lot.
Bruh, of course, but yeah, you can answer.
Yeah, it's a lot. You gotta answer also, right? But it's a lot. I'm kind of afraid to put, justify that almost, because at the same time it's kind of it's self-destructive almost. We can't allow artists to identify as being punished or suffering almost. It's a shame that there is that archetype of the suffering, starving artist, right? Because for the most part, art is your own personal expression. Not only expression but journey. Only you understand what you're trying to do. So for the most part, everyone else really doesn't understand it. You're the only one who has to do this. You get frustrated. You're not paid. You're gonna die broke. Like, look what happened to the dude Vincent van Gogh. He didn't sell a single painting while he was alive, right? Nice. And now he's known as one of the most iconic, the most iconic of them. But he was living his life severely depressed. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to like lend credence into that. But at the same time, you can see, just to quickly point out, like comedians, right? A lot of them are addicted to cocaine and whatnot. And some of them are afraid. It's like, okay, if I get happy now, I won't be funny. You know what I'm saying? So this is it's a scary life that they're living. It's a very scary thing. But I don't want to say that, the saddest artists are the best artists, because I just can't allow that, you know what I'm saying? I hope I answered your question.
But,
what do you think about it?
No, in me saying that, I've had a conversation before with Wings, and we came to the conclusion that, like, pain is a very great source of art.
No, that's true.
Yeah, like,
that's true.
Very, very, like, it's between a happy piece and a sad piece, one is always going to be drawn to where there's
I think also
pain.
It's also kind of universal almost, right? Like you're trying to express this emotion, and everyone can kind of relate to like that pain. Even horror, you can make a bad horror film, but even the bad parts also they could like move something inside of you, as compared to a bad like a comedy film.
But it doesn't mean guys shouldn't be happy. You guys be happy all you want.
Be happy,
and create.
Please be happy and create. I think just express it, let it be therapeutic almost, right? You have going through all of this pain, just let it out in this artistic form, and in the end of the day, seek therapy. So,
the art is the therapy.
Sometimes. Yeah, exactly.
You want to ask something else?
Yeah, so kind of following up on the question. Can your art be relatable if there's no struggle behind it? Would you say?
These are hard questions. I don't think so.
Like a lot of people, right? That's what they relate to, struggle, right?
Yeah.
So
it's crazy because like to even become a good artist, you have to struggle,
Yeah.
Because you are not gonna automatically be the best musician or the best painter, right? You're literally putting in those hours with your paintbrush alone, 10 hours, etc., etc. So there's going to be that element of struggle. And there's going to be that turmoil. It's like it's inherent in your art now, right? When you do this, it's because of all of those hard times. But now, I wonder how they would look now. Like saying an art piece with zero struggle or anything like that. Is that the word you use, like a struggle? I don't know how that would look. But obviously there are these beautiful art pieces, right? With flowers and whatnot. I wouldn't say like the emotion or the, you know, the message behind that is struggle or pain or anything like that. But I think it's inherent almost, right? Because as I said, you have to work hard to get where you are. But in regards to relating to it, also art can, you know, just, it serves its own aesthetical, you know, purpose almost, right?
True.
Because it has to look beautiful almost, right? Some of it has to look beautiful. And when it does look beautiful, good job, full stop. That's the end of it.
I like how you answered that.
You feel me?
Yeah, no, I like how you answered that.
You guys asking very hard questions.
Oh, really?
Nah, but continue. I like it. I like it.
fuck.
I'm being challenged.
Okay, how much time have we?
We're going for an hour.
Yeah, 15.
15 minutes.
We're going
We're
for
at
an
15 minutes. Alright, so we have a lot of time. Okay, we also have Wayne the Maestro ready to get on to his interview.
What's up?
We're doing that immediately when we're done with this one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You did art in high school. You discovered you discovered your artistry.
Yeah,
Inspiration.
I did myself. Yeah.
You got inspiration in high school, but when did you now decide I really want to start making these? When did it stop from being I want to make my cover arts, but I want to make nice collages for consumption?
Yeah, I think there's one piece. It all starts at one piece. If only we had my Instagram here. But
We will link the Instagram.
yes, there's a piece, right?
Yeah.
And it really uses pictures from the Red Cross. You know, like lots of females, and it's the imagery is about healing almost, right? We have the hospital, we have people being taken care of, right? So when I'm making this piece, I remember it very vividly, right?
Yeah.
I'm in the TV room. My mom's sitting somewhere there. I'm on my laptop, and I'm almost done with this piece now. And it really moved me. You feel me? Because I'm like, this didn't exist before, right?
Yeah.
And being able to capture these emotions almost, you know, to be able to make this piece. And like the piece itself, it really, really struck me. I'm like, this is a really beautiful message that has been sent out almost. And I made it, you know, and it's like, okay, this is beyond me almost, you know. This has to happen, you know. Like I could tell, like at that point, I don't want to say like I could see that I could have a talent with this almost, right? I had a skill that I reached the point where I could make a piece that meant something, that was artistic in its own sense. You know what I'm saying? It spoke for itself. I didn't have to like defend it or this or that or that.
Yeah.
So when I made that piece is when I'm like, okay, this isn't just editing pictures anymore. This is artistry, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I just kept on going, you know. That was like one of my favorite pieces, I think. I still have it in my room also, it never sold. So
Maybe I should buy it.
that was
Anyways,
beautiful. I think that was the time.
One other question. Okay, there's plenty more questions, but what I wanted
Can I
to
take a sip,
find
by the
out.
way?
No worries. Now the thought has left my mind. But also, do you have pieces that have sold though?
Dude, the way I get my cash off of my art is mainly through commission.
Okay.
It's mainly through commissioned works. But actually, selling pieces has been a struggle for your boy.
Okay.
But I think it's also because of my pricing, right? Because to make these pieces is also kind of expensive, right?
Yeah.
Like to print on canvas on A1, it cost me like, not even A1, it was like A0-ish, right? It cost me like 1.6. So I didn't really know how to price in that case, right? So I was just like, okay, I remember I attended one exhibition, right, with the dudes at Avalon. So I priced my piece very economically, right? I'm like, I bought the frame for this amount, printed for this amount, I add in $200 and that would be the thing, right? But then when the other artists there, I was the youngest guy there, so these other artists were like, yo, you can't price for that low. You know, this is an artistic piece, bro. Like you gotta price it like an artist almost, right? So they inflated it, and your boy never sold. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of took that mentality until like last year or the year before. Yeah, I think last year. Where I just said, okay, this is a very beautiful piece. It means a lot to me, right? I'm going to grab a random number from out the air. Then I'm gonna make it that. But it wasn't beneficial because niggas didn't buy, you know what I'm saying? But thankfully I attended this other workshop by the Creative Card, right?
Yeah.
And
Where's
it's all,
that?
No, it's an online thing.
Oh,
Online
okay,
thing.
okay.
So I'd share on Zoom with these experts on pricing of luxury items and stuff like that. Then they gave us the breakdown, you know what I'm saying? They're like, okay, you
Price.
actually need to take this into account, take that into account. So yeah, that's an announcement, yo. Hit me up for my prices. They are very low now.
How low is low?
Starting from 2. A big one, you can get a very big piece.
Yeah.
I could give it away for like 2K.
This is too good. For a big piece, that's...
For a big piece.
That's,
And especially seeing as, I priced for like 1.6, I could. You know what I'm saying?
And
the
then,
markup is very low.
The thought that I had lost came back to me.
What's up?
And I was going to ask, please take us through your creative process. But before that, or after that, let us know about your commissions. When you do commissions, what exactly do people tend to ask for?
Oh, yeah. It began with cover art. You know what I'm
Because I was
saying?
thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Cover art. Because you make dope cover art.
Yeah, it's cover art, and also I did a commission piece for a website, right? They wanted some sort of banner design, right? I did it for them. It was very good. She even paid me extra, which is cool.
Do you want to plug the website so that people can go see the banner?
I forgot it. But anyway, so there's that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and also cover art. What else? Oh yeah, poster design also, right?
Okay.
I'm glad that okay, it's already out though. I did a poster for Sitabani, right? Yeah, those guys for the celebration thing.
Yeah.
It was very, very beautiful. Very good time, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really down to collaborate with anyone, you know, like right now I'm really about just talking it out, you know. Even in regards to even pricing, you know, I don't want people to be too scared off by the price. I don't even charge them. I used to charge $300, right?
Yeah.
For just any commissioned work, right?
Yeah.
But I felt like I was putting in so much work and it just didn't feel worth it almost, right? Because it was like one commissioned piece.
Yeah.
And then months will go by. And then I'll get another one almost, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't enough, you know? But I feel like if someone is willing to like give me that repeat business, you know what I'm saying? Obviously I can charge much lower, you know, because I know you're coming back. And also just collaborating with people, you know. I love helping out, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's very beneficial.
To your creative process.
All right. Yeah, I thought about that question.
Yeah.
I just anticipated it. I broke it down to 2 things, right?
Okay.
I used to like just freestyle now, right? I just browse my internet, right? Because I use images in the commonplace, right?
Which is like
That means that no one,
basis.
stock assets to a certain extent.
Yeah.
So that means, you know what I'm saying, I own this shit.
Yeah.
These are my pieces, right? So I look around and then I see something that entices me, that looks interesting. And then I just put it on Photoshop, mess around with it. Then an idea would fruition, right? Because I remember I had, if you check out my Instagram, there's this piece with the phoenix in the sky and it's like typography and then there's a small little cat there almost, right? I started off with the cat, didn't really know what I'm doing with it, had the background, and then I understood, it's like, oh yeah, let me do this part now, right? So usually the idea for the piece will come along the way, or when I plan it out now. When I have something that I know that I want to portray now, it's like Portraits of a Conqueror, right?
Yeah.
I literally read Things Fall Apart again, and I knew it's like, yo, I want it to be almost like a changing in time, right? The 3 panels, right? Part 1 is at the beginning of the story, the middle to the end, you know what I'm saying? So when it's like that, I had to plan it out, do my research, know where I want to get these pieces from. Then I get them, mess with them, and that's how it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's this book I'm reading
Yeah.
by Osho. It's called Creativity, Unleash the Forces Within. And then Osho in this book says, when you create, sometimes, or from some artists, you don't necessarily create, like it comes from elsewhere.
Oh yeah,
Do you-
I feel you.
Yeah.
I read another book. I think must be similar. It's called The War of Art, and it also said that like there's this intuition almost. You know what I'm saying?
This
When you
being,
create, it's the muses actually, I believe. Yeah, like the muses, they whisper in your ear, they tell you to go in this direction, not that. You know what I'm saying? Clip to this, clip to that. And I believe in that. I think it makes sense.
You know, I didn't even get to finish my question, but you've answered it already.
Oh yeah, that I believe in it. Sorry about that.
So it is a thing that could be factual, or one could say it's factual.
Yeah,
that
I'm sure you could ask any creative
let
Wayne.
me ask you.
I'm sure Wayne.
Whilst we're here, when you make songs, do the songs come from Wayne or they come from somewhere else? They come from somewhere.
They come from the
ether. Okay.
Oh yeah. Like what's the thing? We're like lightning rods, you know. We as long as we're the conduits who allow that creativity to go through, we gotta make sure that it's
wondering how I made that song.
Exactly.
Okay. So so Osho is onto something because he says it's like from like God, like and because creatives and creators are like an extension of God. This is Osho saying, not me. But also,
there's a saying like creativity is like the most godly thing.
I'm getting to that. Like,
there's
okay, so fuck, I hate this book because it's like warping the way I think now. Because now he's saying like this is Osho again. Creativity is what normal is like. When the earth was created or when the universe was created, it was created in like. It was creativity and creation, and that's what artists are. And these people that have like logical minds and like intellectuals are like really the crazy guys. This is Osho, not me. The book, but I love this book. It's like, bruh, every time I read it, I fall in love with creativity and like being a creator more and more. So with me going on with this point, and we agreeing that God is the one that helps us create. As a creator, do you, as yourself, believe in God? Or, okay, do you believe in God as a Christian? Or, I mean, this is a conversation with you and me now.
Oh, yeah.
As a Christian, or do you just believe in God?
Oh, yeah, I'm a Christian.
You're a Christian.
Like, by faith, you know? This isn't even freelance, dog. This is Sito now. You know? That's my personal belief, right? Even freelance, I'm sure he believes in God. Yeah, so yeah, I'm a Christian, bro. I'm okay. Christian. I go to church, yo.
You live in a Christian, bro.
Yeah. Okay. But you know, like I feel like in general, in my belief, you gotta allow everyone to believe what they believe, right? So for sure, I believe in spirituality. For sure, we're all learning about the same God at the end of the day, right? Exactly. So it's about love. It's about you being a great person in the way you be a great person, expressing your love for me. You gotta love your neighbor like you love yourself, right? That's what's up.
Bro, this conversation just took the
now we're talking about
biggest left or right, but
amen.
I didn't get to ask this question. Freelance Honey Badgerr. Where does that name come from? How did you get that?
Freelance Honey Badgerr. That's before even I made art. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like I gotta apply the artistic meaning now, retrospectively. But if you guys watched the Boondocks, if you watched the Boondocks, like literally there was an episode where the whole thing was like, these people are being so ridiculously racist. They're calling us all sorts of slurs that they're even calling us freelance honey badgers. It makes zero sense. And yet you're going to be this ridiculously racist. You know what I'm saying? So what I wanted to like latch onto was the ridiculousness of it, you know?
Okay.
Because in existence also is just randomness here and there. Obviously subject to the divine plan, you know what I'm saying? But right now, anything can happen, right? Have you watched Nope? Nope. Oh, okay, no. But listen, so a coin came to hit the nigga in the eye. Then he died, right? Anything can happen in the world, bro. It's ridiculous. Anything can happen, bro. So in my piece, in my artwork, right? Anything can happen. Exactly. Oh, have you? Yeah. It's not even a spoiler. Go ahead and watch it.
I live for spoilers.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna spoil the rest of it. So look, bro. So in my artwork, I'm like, look, let me portray this ridiculousness. Because even in my pieces, people will be like, why is there so much happening?
Bro,
what is going on?
They always throw me, like every time, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because there's always a lot going on.
If only we had this, like, you know, I could walk you through some of the pieces. But maybe next time.
What we can do is you can always slide them up.
We can slide them up.
Pieces.
But anyway, so it's like there's a lot going on, but at the same time, there's harmony, you know? So in my pieces, there's a lot going on, but it's connected.
I know.
It has
felt
to
that
connect.
before.
It's not just randomness happening, bro.
That is true.
So I think I just latched onto that name, and it's just like I can't go back now. You know, I was thinking of pivoting, right, because of how it started. If you Google Freelance Honey Badger, you might see that it's a slur or whatever, based on the Boondocks.
Yeah.
So I was trying to pivot, be like, okay, FLHB, I'll just call myself Faceless Homeboy or something. Like try to pivot there, but it's like, nah, this is me now. You know, Freelance is me, and it is what it is. You know?
Okay, what do you do for fun before you do that?
What do I do for fun?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love movies. Oh man, I literally go on the internet and I just look for a black and white film. I don't look at the description or whatever. I'm gonna just get, if it's black and white, I'm gonna watch it, you know. So I love film, I love music, you know. Listen to that. I also make beats also, but I'm a bedroom artist, you know. I'm not like Wayne. I'm not insane.
Superstar.
I'm not crazy.
Wayne is a superstar. Wayne is all over the world.
I do it myself. There was a really great point. There was a really beautiful point where the only time I was spending my free time was doing creative stuff, right? Literally, I was either on Premiere making my videos, you know, because I used to make like videos for my friends' music, you know. So it would be like old, like Ralph Bakshi films, old Malcolm X, all these films, you know, cut them up, making videos. Oh, I'm making music. Oh, I'm making, you know, these visual art pieces, you know. That was a really beautiful time. So I think that's really it.
You had a question?
Yeah. No, I was just gonna ask, on a scale of 1 to 10, how abstract would you rate your pieces?
Yeah, man.
The most abstract.
It's 10, bro.
Bro, like even way like
it's 10, bro. And to be honest, it's getting.
I'll be getting lost in them pieces. Bro.
Yeah, like I'm kind of I'm concerned now. I hope that it's still connecting with people, you know.
Well, they still connect to me.
I hope it's still connecting with people, you know, because I'm just doing my own thing, and I think that's what, as an artist, you need to make sure you're trying to do,
Create for
right?
yourself first.
You gotta create for yourself first. All these likes and all these other things, it's whatever, really, right? You don't wanna like sell out for something like that, you know.
Yeah.
So for sure, I think I'm really abstract now, especially these latest pieces, and I'm making this this collection of pieces, right?
Yeah.
It's called the Brick Body Building Collection, right?
Okay.
And we're really abstract with it, my dog. I think there's already like 2-3 pieces out. I think the next 2 pieces is gonna be done. I'm gonna finish the collection in 2 pieces. I'm actually relocating shortly, and after that, I think I might just take a short hiatus. You know, just take a short hiatus, cause I've been really at it. You know what I'm saying? I've been really at it. Like literally recently, especially. Like I think I've been really churning out a lot of pieces, you know. So it's been a thing. I've been sitting on a lot of things that I haven't released yet also. So I think as soon as I release those, I might just breathe for a second, and see what else we can do.
Okay. Also, how do you balance? Because now, from what I'm hearing, is you spend a lot of time creating.
Yeah.
How do you balance the creating and being a lawyer?
Yeah. It's an easy balance actually. It's my day job. I be at work, doing my thing, doing my law. You know what I'm saying? And then when I get home, that's when I be really creative. You know, that's when I do my art.
When do you live life?
Oh, I live life like going out and stuff. I don't
just
go
live,
out.
bro. I mean, just like.
Or just breathe.
Yeah.
I think I breathe at work also.
Wow.
I'm low key a workaholic.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
I know how that feels.
When I get to the office, I breathe a sigh of relief.
You're like,
almost.
fuck, I'm gonna.
Yeah, like I think it's also a sense of control almost, you know. Maybe that's part of it also. You're like, okay, it's crazy outside. There's a war going on in fucking Europe for some reason. Petrol is so expensive. At least in this office, I can do something I know.
It's a safe space.
Yeah, it's a safe space. True.
But okay, you do enjoy being a lawyer.
Yeah.
When it comes to the intellectual property stuff and stuff. But do you like go for cases and shit?
Yeah,
For real?
yeah, for real.
Like,
This is real life.
for real.
I be doing real
Like,
life.
hardcore cases and shit.
Mate, I can't say anything
You
now
can't. I
because
was
of
gonna say, you
confidentiality.
can't, but fuck. that's
But yeah, I
crazy.
be doing real, and I'm really happy about where I'm working also.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think I'm really blessed for my boss also because he just throws me in the deep end.
Ah.
Because sometimes you need to do that also, you know?
That's where you learn how to swim, innit?
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, this I can say. I was
Yeah.
at prison to get a signature also.
Uh-huh.
So it was really cool. Like when you're really official in the suit, right? I'm at the gate. I'm like, hi, can I get inside there? I need to see someone.
Hey.
Then they just let me in and say, okay, cool. So yeah, what is the question again?
Well, you answered it, which is the balance of the
Oh,
thing. That's
yeah.
the main question. But yeah, you really
Something like
you be doing this law shit for real.
Oh
for
yeah,
real.
I be
That's
doing
crazy.
it for real.
Okay, would you be open to like opening your own law firm in the future?
Yeah.
Would you consider like being a full-time intellectual property law?
Yeah, that's a dream actually.
Handle just the music and the art.
That's the dream
sides.
actually, yeah, because I know so many musicians.
That's what I'm
right?
getting
like, I
at.
could do your contracts, bro.
Bruh.
I could do your
But you can't
contracts.
be man and he's if we are working together because now is
What,
like,
you mean,
who's
conflict?
yeah, who's protecting who? Who's protected? Is it the guy who's paying the most?
True. I can though. I must still do it. I don't know how that pans out ethically.
I was gonna
but-
say, but also,
But yeah,
fuck,
but
shit,
in everything,
shit.
right?
You say you don't go out, but there's this chat that like lawyers are one. Okay, I know lawyers be like messy, super drinkers, like lawyers
Oh,
super
yeah.
drink. You see, lawyers and doctors, they drink
Yeah.
the most. They drink the most. But would you maybe put us into a lawyer's headspace and tell us what's that? What causes that?
What causes that?
Yeah,
It's the
like
stress, mate.
why you niggas drink so much?
No, it's the stress, mate.
From
Mate, it's the stress. Do you know how much like we have to deal with on a daily basis?
Aye.
Literally one lawyer, dude, who have to be in 2-3 courts at one time, maybe. If you're double booked, which is
Yeah.
a terrible thing, right?
Yeah.
And it shouldn't happen, but it might happen, right? Then after this, you have to run off, talk to another client who's freaking being, you know what I'm saying, his house is being sold by the bank or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
This, that, and the third. You know, you never go to your lawyer with good news. Why not? Literally, we always get the worst of you guys. I don't know why. You guys are always coming through to our offices saying, oh, no, this happened. Just come and say hi and give
got
me
your
some
drink.
coffee. Yeah. No.
Fuck.
So now I have to cope with alcohol and all
Okay.
because of you guys.
Alright. Now, okay, I just wanted to find out. And then
Yeah.
there's also another chat that don't date lawyers. I don't know why.
Ah.
I don't know if you know. There's that.
Maybe I'm leaving you out of jail.
I object. Not so far.
We signed the contract.
We signed the contract,
The
right?
terms of the contract say you can
Thing
only
is-
leave.
Thing is, I'm biased. I'm
Yeah.
biased to it because I'm the lawyer, right? I personally see nothing wrong with getting a lawyer. I'm the most friendly guy you'll ever meet. It's just that people want to fight and they want to win their fights. Nah, dude, I fight all day, bro. You're not gonna win.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Now I know your government name. I'm never calling you freelance again.
Nah, call me freelance.
This nigga name is Sito. Shout out Sit. Okay,
This
aight.
is an interview freelance.
Oh fuck! Okay, nah, shit. Okay, now you just said that, so now I have a question. You say there's Sito, there's freelance, ne? Because I typically live as
Yes, TVG, yeah.
every day of my life.
100%.
Like every single day I wake up. Fuck. Sometimes I get annoyed. Like fuck, I don't want to see this guy, but it's the only guy that people want to see.
Yeah.
So you do that thing where you I know I'm freelance in this.
Yeah, in
moment.
this capacity.
Yeah,
or
and then
whatever.
now I am advocate Smang Man
Yes.
in this capacity.
Yeah.
Well, like we say, so do you have a home name?
Dude, they call me freelance everywhere. They also call me Ras Marx.
Ras Mouse.
Marx.
Marx.
Like Marxist, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. So everyone calls me Ras, dog.
Aight.
But that's another story.
Bro.
But in any case, yeah, I think your question. I think I'm able to balance it, man. I know this is my freelance capacity, and I really enjoy it, you know.
Yeah.
And I want to live it up because part of me is definitely an artist, right?
Yeah.
And the other part of me is a lawyer also, right?
Yeah.
And I can't scorn either of those two things. It's equally me,
Uh-huh.
me by day, me by night, and whatever, you know.
Aye.
So yeah, I appreciate both of these.
Yeah, so
Yeah. 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Bro, we
5
have 5
minutes.
more minutes.
I wanted just a quick question.
No problem.
So when you look in the mirror, right, when you look outside in your external environment, are you able to see the difference between what is art and what isn't?
Nigga, ask that question again because what are you saying?
Like,
niggas are actually being philosophical and shit now. If
when you look
in the mirror,
when you look in the mirror,
yeah.
right?
Nigga, I see
And when you
myself
look-
and I see this huge, nice built character that has been placed on this earth.
Yeah.
Hot as fuck. But go on.
So when you look in the mirror and you look in your external environment, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell the difference between what is art and what isn't?
I
Yeah,
feel you.
No, for sure.
You can.
Even when I look in the mirror and I see myself, I'm like,
Because
fuck,
it's everything.
That's art.
Because it's everything, right? It's like, as we were saying, creativity and artisticness and, all of these things takes many shapes and forms,
True.
It's in architecture. It's in even writing, bro.
Facts.
It's everywhere, right?
It is, yeah.
So you can just tell, like, nah, this was made by a craftsman. This was made by someone who knows what he's doing, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Or this was made in a boardroom by niggas in suits.
Even
who
if it's
wanna
an
get the
artistic
cash.
thing. But
Even if it's an artistic thing,
that's
you can
facts.
tell it's like these guys just phoned it in. They're just
Yeah.
trying to get a check or
Yeah.
whatever. So yeah, I think you can really say you just gotta appreciate it, right? You just gotta live life because it's all around you, man. And it's even the smallest of things, man.
Bro, it really is.
As I said, even writing, bro, like the way that someone can formulate even my own legal whatnots, right? The way that I formulate it, I have very close attention to detail, right? The way that the lines are meeting in the indentations and whatnot. I just feel like, nah, this is art in itself. You can be a very boring person and be very creative in your own way, right?
People are creative without knowing that they're creative.
Exactly. In your own way, how you organize your stuff, how you organize everything. That's creativity in itself, right? Yeah, everyone is creative.
Well, born creatives and then the world makes us not so creative,
Yeah.
I guess. Okay, do you have anything to say to the Art Society of Bots?
Keep it up, y'all. You're doing very beautifully. There's so many beautiful things going on
They are.
on Instagram alone. Shout out to BW Archives, VVS, all these people, yo. I have so many, dog. I should really just pick up the phone and just check them out.
Shout out niggas, bro.
But in any case, I'll
Yeah.
shout everyone out in a second, right?
Yeah.
But just keep it up, y'all.
Yeah.
Keep on going out there and just show them your work,
Also,
And just do it for yourself also.
True.
Do it for yourself
Fact. I
and
like
never
that.
stop.
But before
Never stop.
you shout out niggas, question: do you think there's a market for bot art outside bots?
Yes. There's actually a lot of Botswana artists out there who are very successful. I can't name them right now.
Okay.
But I know for a fact, like, just in general, the cultural aspect of Botswana also has been something that people really want to spin, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're able to spin it to a certain degree. I think maybe we're taking it for advantage or not even for granted almost, right?
Yeah.
The fact that we have these weaved baskets or whatever.
Fact.
Mate, people in Sweden have never seen this shit.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? So there's definitely that.
Bro, you can sell that one woven basket for like $300.
Yeah. And I don't want to just call that out, but in general.
Yeah, that's what I'm
in
saying. That's what I'm
general,
getting at.
Artists and bots, just get out there. Not even if you're an artist, bro, just get out of this country, low key. Get a job outside.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, we're left for like 2 minutes, so I think you can do your shout outs if you're doing shout outs. But before that,
Yes.
the name is DVG DJ. The man is gonna shout himself out, and I am down. Nigga, you're looking for names on
I'm
your
looking for
phone.
names.
This guy's going on Insta, bro.
I got to.
Aight.
But in any case, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for watching. I'm always excited to talk to people in these interviews, because I never really get a chance to talk to people who really like my art or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to have this
Fuck.
space.
Nigga, I need to buy some pieces.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got pieces for sale. Hit me up. If you wanna, what's it called? Collab, hit me up.
Yeah.
If you're broke, hit me up.
Wait,
We'll talk.
that's for
We'll
you.
talk. We'll talk.
You exposing me, nigga. I'm rich.
In any case, yes.
Hey.
Shout out to Art House. Shout out to I Heart Gap. Shout out to Stevie G.
Hey.
Shout out to Wayne the Maestro. Shout out to the Nizza, who's now known as Nicky Diamonds.
Nicky
Of
Diamonds.
course. Shout out to his twin. Shout out to who else should I shout
Perfect
out?
Noise.
Tabs, Perfect Noise,
Hey.
Team Money. That's my brother right there. Shout out to Pibbs.
Wilson
It was his
Bonnie.
birthday, right?
Yeah, it was 2 days ago, 3
Happy
days ago.
belated, mate.
Yeah.
Who else should I shout out? Shout out to sheesh. I can't really look at the phone now. That's not.
You can actually.
Should I?
Yeah.
Shout out to Lord Pencil. She has a special going on, I guess. Shout out to my eyes here. Shout out to the evolution of Dante, Sun Pie Arts, cigarettes and cocaine. Don't do either, by the way. Shout out to Exotic can't sing, but he can sing actually. Shout out to Rex Draws. He's a really big artist. This isn't his, but he's really, really huge. You can see his arts there. Shout out to the Archangel also. I know him from afar.
Who's that?
Travis. You know these chaps. Fashion is his own art.
Yeah.
So these guys are really, really well dressed. Can I get some free clothes, by the way, seeing as I shouted you out? Shout out to In My Own Words. All these, bro.
Shout out everyone.
Shout out everyone. Sorry if I left you out.
Hey, bro.
But much love. Yeah.